Gypsy family, who are threatened with eviction from their own land, are taking a council to the High Court. The Linfoots have lived on the Greenbelt site in Chorley for 4 years.
They say they want to stay because their children are settled at a local school. But Chorley Council has refused planning permission on the grounds that the site is harming the land. Eunice Muller reports.
Patty Linfoot has spent 3.5 years locked in a struggle with Chorley Council, who has refused her caravan site planning permission. She lives on Greenbelt land and the authority wants her to move on. Patty, a school governor, wants to stay for the sake of her children.
It's hard to explain unless you've been in that situation, but it's just the stability of it all and the address and the healthcare and everything, and the kids being able to go to school every day and not being moved on and not knowing where I'm going to be the next day.
The planning inspector dismissed their appeal earlier this year after a public inquiry. The harm to the Greenbelt, he concluded, wasn't outweighed by other concerns.
We regard the people that are on there as unlawful developers. Effectively, they moved onto that land, bought cheap Greenbelt land with a view to obtaining residential use and enhancing the value.
Today, they took their case to the High Court in Manchester with the backing of a human rights group. The Linfoot family argued in court today that the planning inspector's decision was flawed because they say he hadn't fully considered their case for temporary planning permission. If he had, they argue, his decision may well have been different.
They've been offered sites. I'm aware of one at St Helens. I'm aware of various sites across, like I said, Blackburn, Preston, etc. The difficulty is getting the number of caravans together.
I don't know where Mr Bradley's getting that from, and if this is the case, we'd like to know where these sites are, and please come forward, Mr Bradley, and tell us where they are and stop wasting taxpayers' money.
This afternoon, some villagers said they'd prefer the family to stay.
He's kept out of people's way. If anybody wants help, he's willing to help. I've even seen him clean the road in winter because it gets icy.
The High Court will decide at a later date if the family have won their legal challenge or if they face eviction from the site they call home. Eunice Muller, BBC North West Tonight, Manchester.